Isn't God good? Today I got a delivery of a beautiful pair of boots. And I thought to myself, you know what I don't like wearing at all? Sneakers. And let me tell you something about sneakers, right? Sneakers have gone in and out of style for the past who knows when, since man was wearing clothes. But I thought to myself, I don't see that many people wearing different types of footwear. And that's fine. People can wear whatever they want to wear. I'm not telling anybody what to do when it comes to their personal style or lack thereof. I wanted to give some ideas and expand the horizons of the average dressing male and dressing female on what they can do to expand their personal style. And specifically, I'm gonna just look into some footwear today. The rare times I do leave the house, I see the streets of the city dominated by Nike SBs, Air Force Ones, specifically dirty ones, Jordan ones, Jordan whatever the number is, and maybe Chuck Taylors, Converse. There's so much other things that we can wear on our feet that look 100 times better, feel 100 times better. Well, maybe not as good as, because you know, we all know rocking Air Force Ones feel like you have cinder blocks on your feet. But because it's cool, we let Nike finesse us every year by raising the price by $5, and we still buy it. You know, I don't understand how Nike, for example, insert other corporation here, insert other big corporation here, could have a board meeting and say, okay, what can we release this year that will earn us more profit in this quarter and resonate with the kids? What can we do? And every year, the same intern always says the same thing. I know what we could do. Let's take what we already have, re-release it, raise the price by 30%, and just change the color. And the CEO and the executives go, just have a thunderous applause or something. These shoes have been dominating the fashion world for decades. And that's perfectly fine because they're going to keep making them as long as the average person keeps buying them. So I understand that. But the question is, why do we keep buying them? If you personally like the silhouette and you like the look and you like the history of the SBs and the skateboarding or the Jordans and the NBA players who wore them from the 80s or whatever it is, by all means, go ahead and wear them. Absolutely. You know, they're not bad shoes in terms of quality, comfort, all that stuff, blah, 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 nobody cares. But it's getting to a point where we, the people, keep wearing them because somebody told us it's cool and we can't even remember who that person was. So I want to give you a few different other options that we can wear to expand our personal style in 2023. The first type of footwear I personally love to wear day in, day out, even if it's hot, even if it's cold, is boots, right? And I'm not talking about the combat boots of 2012 that hipsters used to wear. I'm talking about Doc Martens, I'm talking about 424, I'm talking about those type of things, right? And there's plenty of other brands you can get too that don't involve you breaking a bank to make it happen, right? For example, the standard Doc Marten highs, absolute great shoe that can be worn and styled amongst a multitude of different subcultures, genres, styles, unisex shoe. It's great, right? I've seen grunge kids wear it back in the day with their beat up skinny jeans. But I've also seen hoodmans rocking it with their $1,000 Amiri jeans. You know what I'm trying to say? Like it's such a versatile type of shoe that you can use. I think it should be a staple in a lot of people's wardrobe, right? If you beat them up, no big deal. You can just go get another pair for under $100 US and call it a day. It's definitely got the reputation in past years of being an old man shoe, like an old man or old British smoker wears this type of thing. But I think If you think outside the box, it could be way more than that. You don't have to wait until your favorite influencer starts wearing them until you grab a pair. You know, they can go with skinny jeans. They can go with baggy jeans. You can wear them in the winter, in the summer, and they don't get too hot if you buy the synthetic leather version. You can wear some derbies. You know, they're not they're not limited to schoolgirl outfits anymore. Besides, who would wear it? They're kind of an in between dress shoes and more casual shoes. For example, loafers, maybe, right? They're kind of a mix between those two, and I think it's great. While not being the most comfortable shoe, they definitely give you a more dressed up look than you would otherwise get with just standard athletic shoes for casual. They are casual. You can't be, you're not going to be hitting no threes with them, but then again, I think we all could benefit from dressing up our styles a bit more and ditch the sweatpants and put on a nice pair of slacks with the derbies and a t-shirt, and you're good to go. You call it a day. The amount of times I see people out here rocking some ball shorts with some mash-up Nikes and an oversized t-shirt, it's too high. We can go the loafer route. Gone are the days of this being the frat boy staple. Not anymore. Especially with high fashion companies trying to cash in on this trend. Loafers are a big shoe for me because they're so comfortable. And these days, I've even seen some smaller fashion brands making dressed up loafers, right? That's crazy, with studs, even laces, metal pieces, buckles, that type of stuff. Like, it's amazing. You don't have to just wear the standard Birkenstocks and look like you're about to go on a safari. No, you can wear the closed-toed loafers, open-toed loafers, loafers that even look like bread. It's crazy, and I love it. I think it's great. It gives you a more laid-back style where you can just put your foot in and run out the door. Well, don't run because you definitely will trip in these. But you put your foot in and you're good to go. Sweatpants, sweatpants, jeans, whatever else. Do I want the whole world to be wearing loafers? I'm not saying that, but if it happens, it'll definitely be a big change. You know, making this video really showed me the chokehold that the big three brands, Converse, Adidas, Nike, and whatever else, have on the general population. While there's so many other options to choose from in terms of footwear, I don't see the tide turning anytime soon. I still think that 10 years down the line, Nike will still be collaborating with your favorite rapper, making some, if I can at least open somebody's horizon to trying something else, I think my job is done. The last piece of footwear that I want to mention as alternatives are actually sneakers, just different silhouettes. You know, there's a lot of other small brands that you can piece together and wear a sneaker and be comfort and have that athletic feel to it, the athletic style to it, but it's just not Nike, Jordan, Converse, insert other brand here, right? It's just not that, and that's cool. You know, even like second tier brands like Puma and Asics, New Balance, even those brands, they have some really cool sneakers that you can wear, and they have different style options. It all comes down to human psychology. At the end of the day, we are gonna do what everybody else is doing for the most part, because biologically, it's a survival imperative. We follow the grain, we follow the village, we follow the group to stay alive, to stay accepted, to not be socially outcasted, to have community, right? That's the reason why most people do wear certain things and they don't even know why they're wearing it, right? It's always the individuals that break out of the grain, try something different and be true to who they are, that influence trends, and people look up to them. It's so weird how that is. Many of these brands, many of these styles that I have incorporated into my personal style have definitely opened my eyes to the wide array of fashion that there is. And if hypebeast culture can take one step back every year, then I have no complaints whatsoever.